Okay guys, I promised you a video. This guys, by the way, is for Stephanie, TK, Darwin, Rocky, you know, anybody that's still struggling. And this is really basic, really simple thing to do. Okay, it relies on the HA-BB bands, 5-minute BB bands, 5-minute yellows, you know, HA signals, but above all else, momentum. Okay, that is what moves the market, the momentum. Okay, just one thing on United's performance yesterday, Rocky, unbelievable, mate, unbelievable. Best first half they've played under Solskjaer. Anyway, let's crack on with the video. Right, I've got a couple of recordings because I'm going to try and make this, you know, pretty quick. Stephanie, I know you're frustrated at the moment, but I think if you do this right, if you're going to do this right, I'm going to show you something in a bit, but if you're going to do this, then you need to pick a pair, whichever pair you are going to trade. Right now, I've tried to look at making this as mechanical as possible. I'll show you how it's safe to go against the trend. I'll show you how it's, you know, obviously safe to go with the trend, safer to go with the trend. But if you're going to do this, then you're going to need to start off with Stephanie, Darwin. Just put a 10 pip stop loss on for the GU, the EG, and the UCAD, because if you get this right, it's hardly going to go against you. Okay, but you just don't want the worry of, you know, it tripping you out, tripping your stop loss before, you know, if your timing's a bit out, if you understand what I'm trying to say. If you're doing the GCAD, then just leave it at 15 for now, but as I show you in this video, right, it's highly likely that it's not going to go anywhere near stop loss anyway. Okay, so basically this video is going to be get you to focus on these two charts here, the 5 minutes and the HA. Okay, so that's where you're going to look first, guys. Alright, I know you're all trying to pick direction, and this seems to be the major issue with a lot of people, but if you know, if you spot your signals, you set up first here, excuse me, then you can have a quick look across and see if anything backs it up on the 148 and daily. Alright, this is recording number 61, and what we're going to be looking for is HA signals, HA-BB bands, but above all, as I said before, momentum. Okay, again, you're going to be watching for correlation as well. You know, when these start flashing opposite the EG and the GU, then, you know, it's highly likely that the move is going to happen. Same with the GCAD. Sometimes that will correlate with a pound, you know, and when it does, it gives you a hint that the GU is going to go. Alright, okay, so this is just before the session, but look what happened already here. Okay, what had happened, it hit the 1 hour BB band up here, that yellow appeared, and then moved down. Okay, so first thing first, one of the rules, in fact the only rule of this, is that you take your trades off the HA-BB bands. You do not take trades halfway down here. Okay, you take the trades from the BB bands. Okay, alright, right, okay, right, well, first of all, let's have a look at the GU. Right, well, you've had this move up here, now look where you are here. Yeah, okay, you've got a 4 hour blue. First place to look, we've got a signal here, a yellow. Alright, so basically now we're looking for down because of where we are. 5 minute BB bands, you're right up here, 4 hour blue. Yep, this could be a number one golden ticket number one trade down. Okay, you don't dive in based on just a signal. Okay, you want momentum, so we need red momentum. Alright, I'm going to speed this up, and if the move happens, it happens. Okay, while I'm yapping away. Come on, let's get you to about 7 or 8, should do that. Right, so we want red momentum. I'll show you others as they appear. Other setups. Still green, you see, so you can't dive in yet. Okay, the other thing to note, look at the UCAD 5-minute yellow, BB band, it's a number 1. Okay, it's a number 1. You've got a signal, you're getting momentum, that's fine. Just hang on a minute guys, I've got to put the HD on. Eesh, that's better. Right, look at this now. Right, it's setting up. It's setting up. You're outside, you've got a wick forming here. Bit of red momentum. We're in. There you go. You're in. That's it. The signal was there. We were outside BB bands. It's now looking like a number 1 in the golden ticket. Okay. Let's speed it up. Well, no, so I'll leave it at that speed actually. Alright, just to let you see this trade. Also exits. When do you exit? Well, again, you've got to look at what drives the market, and it's the momentum. It's not signals. Momentum drives the market. Okay, so this GU trade that you're taking here, yes, you'll say, well, you know, we got in pretty late because the signal was there for ages, but basically you needed momentum. That could have just continued going up, guys. We've seen it so many times. So you needed momentum to get in. So momentum will be, you know, effectively what closes your trade. Okay, so you're open TP. What I will say is not to expect too much against the trend. You might say to yourself, well, I'll tell you what, I'll just take 10 pips against the trend, then I'll look for the setup with the trend. Okay? Okay, so we're looking for an exit point now. We're in this trade. Still red momentum. Right, pause it there. You see the green momentum? See the green momentum? That to me would say, right, this is against the trend. This is against the trend, even though it's a number 1 and it's evolved. Okay, it's still against this, you know, daily trend plus a daily signal, guys. You know, this bounce here, right, off the 8-hour BB band could come down a bit, then go back up, and then come down again. That's highly likely what will happen because it is such a strong move up, as you can see on the 15-minute chart there. You're right on the 15-minute orange line, right? Close your trade. It's an against the trend trade. So let's say you did get in a bit late, so you didn't get in at 94. Let's say you got in at 90. Okay, this is 76, so that's a 14 pip. Let's say you took 13 or 14 pips there. Okay, fine. Okay, so now you're looking for something to take it up. You want a signal here, or, you know, some big green momentum. Okay, because this is a trend trade and you're right back on the HABB bands. Okay, so you're looking, you know, for something up here. Another thing I'll point out, I'll just pause that again there, guys, is that against the trend, you probably need signals, you know, when you've had a big move up like that. But with the trend, sometimes, you know, you can just get in with momentum. If momentum starts flashing big, then just get in, because you'll notice that sometimes, I'll just point out this GCAT signal here, you know, that sometimes those signals are not there, but the signal will appear here when you're halfway through the move. You know, it just happens sometimes. So, you know, if you're getting big momentum, then don't be scared to take a trend trade without a signal. Okay? And again, you're bouncing off the 15-minute orange line here, so, you know, green momentum, you should be in. Yeah, so we're in again there. It says 75. Let's say we go in at 77. Then you know we're in two pips too late. Okay. I'm just going to let this run, guys, because it's you know on the speed up on Chrome, so we'll leave it to run. And yeah, that is coffee, by the way. Enough beer yesterday. Okay, another example of what I mean by momentum and no signal. Look at this. BB band's flipped down here on the EG. This trend on the EG is down. Okay, down, down. Look, it's going without a signal. Then we'll keep an eye on this. Sometimes you have the signal, sometimes you don't. But again, it's all about the momentum. Look, this is still flashing red, this is going. Okay, and again, you only have to look where you are, where you were coming off. There is the 5-minute orange line or the 15-minute orange line. So with the trend, you know, that's taking your entry from here. This has got nothing against you. This GU, you took it here, it's got nothing against you. Even though it looks like it's coming down a bit here, you're still in from here. Okay, this was a really good entry. Just to point out again how the signals turn up late. Look at this GCAD. You know, you should have been in from here, which would have been here. And look when it turned up, the signal. So again, with the trend, you know, use the BB bands and momentum. Okay, you don't necessarily need the signal, but as long as you're getting good momentum, you're fine. I'm not, you know, look, EG there, look at it. No signal yet, no signal, but it's gone. It's gone. Look, GU signal's just turned up now. Okay, it's entirely up to you guys. If you want to wait for the signal, wait for a signal. Okay, but in my experience, it's momentum. These boxes here that do the pushing, not the signals. Taking its time. I mean, this is already 25-minute move here. You know, look at this one, the GCAD there, and look, the yellow's just appeared now. You know, and we're up here. You know, so don't worry unless MT can perhaps make some tweaks that might improve, you know, the speed at which they appear. Then, you know, use the BB bands, and as I say, I'm not sure what MT can do about that, but if he can look at it. He might have another wonderful dream. You never know. Look, getting back up now here. Look at this, backing it up. You move up. And again, signal just appeared there. Right, so we're in the GU. We've taken this one down here for 13 pips, whatever, 14 pips, and we're now in this one up here. Okay? Based on pretty much a 15-minute orange line touch and the fact that we got momentum with the trend. And again, look at this. No signal, but look, off because of the BB band flip down there, pretty much on it, and bang. Look at that. Okay, again, now we're starting to look for an exit. Okay, we've got a signal, momentum's still green. Okay, look at it, still green. even though there's a signal there. So you don't get out while the momentum's still pushing. It's momentum that's pushing the market. One thing I will show you in a minute, I think it is on the exit of this actually, when to exit, when price will push. You might exit there, right? You might have, but it's not, you can see it's not doing anything yet. It's not going anywhere, but if you wanted to close that trade there, you could have, but again, this is still red. Okay, you've got a 5-minute yellow here. Yeah, momentum turn there. If you were in that trade, you could have closed that trade based on that 5-minute yellow plus momentum flip. But again, you know, it was only one flash of red, and now look at it, still flying. So you could still be in this. I'll show you when a really good exit on this would be. Look at the GCAD, guys. Look at it. The momentum is just pushing and pushing and pushing. Yeah, you see that flip there. So the 5-minute yellow would have been your exit for that trade. Look, signals would have been your exit. Right, we've got seconds to go before another candle is formed. Okay, now when that candle, 5-minute candle is formed, I'll show you something. Right, pausing it there. Right, you had another 5-minute candle start at 5 past, yeah? Right, look at it straight away. Now, this is, because you've pushed up so much, this is pressure. Alright, you've got a blue here, you've got a blue here, you've got a blue here, and you're outside. You're back on the BB bands here, you're outside 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 there. Right, this is resistance pressure. Okay, so what could happen here, because you're outside on so many of the big time frames, this could shoot back without momentum. Okay, it could just drop like that because you've pushed resistance. Okay, you've broken the resistance, so it'll just shoot down without momentum. Right, so what you should be aware of here now, when that new candle was forming, okay, is that this could drop back in. So now any sign, a signal without momentum, because you're so high up, guys, right, would be your exit. Okay, this will probably require the momentum. Okay, it doesn't have to flash red here. You know, you could just get a signal and this will just shoot back, and the reason it will do that is because you've broken resistance on so many levels. Okay, that's just one way to look at an exit. Okay, it's not only an exit, right, Stephanie, if you don't want to do against the trend trades, then so be it. Same with you, Darwin, same with you, Rocket. If you only want to do the trend trades, just do the trend trades, but instead of using one pair for the trend trades, do two. Okay, you could have used the GU there and the EG, or you could have used the GU and the GCAD, right, because they were both trending up. You could have taken both them trends up, and you don't have to then take the down against the trend trades. Okay, look at it that way. Alright, so when I let this go now, probably get a signal there, close the trade, and if you go into mechanically trade it, then you can take this down because you're outside here, you're outside here, you've got a 1 hour blue outside, blue, blue outside, and you're outside, and you'll probably get a signal here. Then all you need, momentum. Okay, right, you did get momentum as it happens anyway, but look, the signal appeared, and look at it starting to shoot back straight away. Okay, that's the pressure. That's just the pressure of being outside on so many time frames. Okay, so that's your exit. That's your exit. So let's have a look at this one then. Right, 75, and we weren't far off in at that. We were in virtually straight away off the BB band here. So 75, and it went to, well, it went to the psychological number, didn't it? It's 99 there, so it went over. So that was a 20 odd pipper. Okay, just reading from here, Stephanie, Darwin, TK, Hans, anybody else, Rocky, right? Just reading your entry from here with the trend. You hardly had to look at these charts here. Okay, you just looked here, here, and yeah, a quick glance over to see that the trend was up. Okay, those of you that want to do it mechanically, right, that's your entrance. You've just closed that trade up. This is your entrance down. Entry down, sorry. Here we go. And you'll notice, you know, with these entries here at the moment, I don't think it's gone a pip against you. I honestly don't think either of those trades went a pip against you. Okay, same with the GCAD here. Look, you've got an entry down. There's no signal on the 5 minute, but the signal's there on the HA chart, guys. Excuse me. See, that is what we mean by mechanical trading. You took this trade down here, you took the trend trade up, and you're now in this trade down here because of where you are on the LTs. Okay, so golden ticket number 1 there, golden ticket number 2 there, golden ticket number 1 there. Okay, and as I said, with the GU and the GCAD correlating so well, and you just, you know, you could have taken both of these. Here's the other thing, right? You're going to see a point here shortly, right? Because of this orange BB band. I'm going to pause it now before we go any further, right? Where a signal might appear here, and then we get a little spike up, right? But here's where, you know, understanding the LTs really does, you know, benefit you, okay? Because effectively you would see the signal because you're against the trend and said, right, I'm getting out. Okay, but understanding the fact that you're outside on a massive time frame here, you've got a 4-hour blue and you're outside on a big time frame there. You've got a 1-hour blue red, you're outside on that time frame there, right? Understanding what that will do, right? That will take price to the 5 minute BB bands. Okay, because of the size of these time frames that you're outside of. It's not going to be a bounce to there and then go back up. Alright, so this little signal will appear here, entirely up to you, you know, until you get your feet under the table with this. You know, you can close it and maybe look for another entry up a bit later on, or you can just let it run to the 5 minute BB band if you feel it will do because of these, you know, big time frames. Alright, personally I would have let this go because I know that you always get a bounce on the 5 minute orange line, and that's what's happening now. You can see it. So in other words, this flashing now wouldn't be my exit. Look, evolving as well, this keeps flashing super. Look at that GCAD, it's gorgeous again. Look, you had a yellow, you had to wait a while, you got a pink, and then you got the momentum, and look what happened. Right, okay, let's say you got out of the GCAD, because you're seeing this now. Coming back here, right, signal, that's it, you close your down trade on the GCAD. What's this BB band done here? Flip down, right. You know the chances are high that it's going to go to the 5 minute BB band, so this would be another entry down because of that flip down. Okay. You can see the GU here, this is that period that I was telling you about, right? But for me now, this is just mucking around with the orange line here. It's going to the 5 minute BB band because of that LT setup. Alright, there you go on the GCAD, look at that. There's another entry there on that BB band. So again, I'll just mention the fact of you know, those that are going to mechanically trade this, then there it is. Look, see, then you would have had a trade there, and a trade here. Okay, in your first what, hour and a half. And as I say, with the G-CAD, look at that. Yeah, let's look at it. Still pushing, no need to get out. G-CAD, still pushing. A little bit of green here, flashing signals. That's good green now, then you could close your trade. Because you're right on the 5 minute BB band, but still pushing. Right, 5 minute yellow. 5 minute yellow. Okay, let's have a look. Correlating. Look. This now, if momentum turns, close your trade. Again, look where you are here as well. You're right on the 15 minute BB band. So, you know, look for the next candle to open, right? Or if this starts wicking, you get green momentum, close your trade. Just close it. Take whatever you got there. Okay, you've got a signal. So if momentum turns green on you now, that's it. Get out. You could even look to take this up as a trend trade. Okay, personally, you know, if I did, it'd be a quick one, because this is now a red yellow. Okay, it keeps flashing red yellow. Right, you see there, guys, you see the next candle, it started to go straight away. That signal told you momentum, bang, that's your trade closed. Okay, so again, we were in virtually straight away. It says 2503 there, so we'll say 2500. Okay, and it went to 74, 73. It was a 25 pip trade. Okay, and your entry was there. It was lightning fast, Stephanie. I'm pretty sure you can do this, Stephanie. It just means you've got to focus either on one pair or on just the trend. Okay, with two pairs. All right, so you're only looking at, you know, at maybe two charts, these two charts here, you know, these two charts here. Okay, you're not all over the place. Okay, so let's say you take this then, 75, as we said, you're in at 75. Okay, because you did get green momentum. We'll watch this one. Again, still number one territory. It's just a bounce off the 15 minute BB band, so you have to manage this, guys. You have to manage it. You can't say this is going to go to the 5 minute BB band again. It might only come up to this 15 minute orange line. See here, it might just pull back to that and then start to go down again. So you've got to be a little more careful now, because as I said, this is super and this is a 4 hour blue. This move might not be done. Well, that was 71 there. We didn't get in at 70. What are we getting at, guys? 75, should we say? Ooh, look at the G-CAD as well. You know, look at that G-CAD. That's a 20 odd pipper already, guys. You know, so you'd have taken that. It's a 20 odd pipper. And look. You know. Yeah, the yellow here, look at this. Right, that was the correlating yellows, guys. It's like, you know, just you watch for these things. Oh, signal here. I would be a little more cautious now. You see with this coming down? Right. Just close the trade. You see how it's wicking, guys? Here. Right, yes, it could bounce up, but there again, because of this, it could fly down. Okay, but either way, you're not going to lose out much if it does come down, because I hardly think it's going to, you know, break the 5-minute BB band again. It's quite a big move, that. So if you closed it, you might have got another 10 pips in there. Excuse me. Yeah, flashing on here as well. Yeah, you see, this wasn't done. This tends to happen when these kick in. You know, as you saw there, then it's a bounce and then it wants to go again. Okay, so effectively you could have said, well, no, I'm going to let this bounce and then I'll take the number one. It's entirely up to you then, right? But again, look where the entry was. HA BB bands, HA signals on the BB bands. Look at this. This is what I like, guys. When you get this set up here, you get a yellow and then it gets something next to it or near to it like that. And look what that did with that 5-minute yellow. You know. I'm just watching this out. I want to see it will come back up again here and then probably drop again. I would suspect now, because of the 4-hour blue, that after this bounced here, you see it bounce here, right? It will want to come to this 1 hour orange line, so I would suspect that's where that blue is going to take it now. So again, this might just come up and then drop. And your G-cat there, look, you got a signal here. Look, if you took it there with momentum, guys, it didn't go a single pip against you. It just flew up. That would have been your exit. Okay, fair enough. It's gone again off the BB band flip up here. Look at it go. That's a 15 to 20 pip candle. Well, it's 40 there to 60. Is that 66, 67? Yeah. You know, that's a 20 pipper move. Okay? So basically, Stephanie, do you understand? I hope you understand what I'm trying to show you here. If you know, just focus on these two charts and then have a quick look over and say, well, I'm outside here, I'm outside here, I'm outside here. That, you know, I'll just go back and show you when I can find it. That pink, when it appeared, you know, I'm outside here, I'm outside here, I'm outside here. Yeah, this is going to perform. Okay? Or the trend trade there. Again, if I just go back a bit more, you'll see that there wasn't here a signal, right? But if you want to wait for the signal, it's up to you. But it was the fact that you're on the BB band and you got momentum, you know, that started that move. Okay, so that, guys, excuse me, was number 61, I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm going to show you number 46. Just get rid of that. Number 46, because Stephanie, this and Rocky and Hans and everybody, this is why, right, you should technically do open TP trades. Okay, I'm just going to pause it because it's set speed again, right? Okay, it's the CADs on this occasion, right? Look where we are, outside, 8-hour BB band. So let's just ignore the fact, right, of where we are at the moment. Okay, well, wicks here as well, but let's ignore that. We're looking at the HA charts, the 5-minute charts for signals. Okay, yeah, getting some back up here. Right, we've got a green here flashing, signal here, and it gets a signal middle of nowhere here, but nevertheless, you know, you've got some signals on the HA BB bands here, right? You're getting momentum for it to do this. What I expect this to do, the UCAD, if they hit this orange line, come down, and then probable second move, because that was a massive move down, guys. Probably news at 8:30 on the CAD. let's just fast forward. I want to get to a certain point. Oh God, struggling now, isn't it? Right, okay, let's look at the GU. Look, you've had the one move here. Yeah, you're thinking, well, this is a really strong trend, but this is still outside here, 8-hour BB band here, yes and no, but that signal, now that signal's job is to take price to that orange line or BB band. It went straight through the orange line and straight to the BB band. Okay, so for now, that signal for me is done. Right, so I'll be looking for downs. Okay, you had your first and second move there. Look, because it's so strong, it's still trying to push. But again, now I'm looking on the HA chart here for down and then momentum. I'm looking for a signal, or I'm looking for, momentum. Chances are I'll get a signal and momentum. Right, here's the CAD moving up. See it? Here, right. Signal here. It's very close on that BB band, so it'll react, and then we'll look. Excuse me, and we'll look for up. Okay, but the reason I wanted to show this particular recording is because at some point you will be in a trade based from here, right, that will rocket like these two do in a minute. Okay, and when you're in that and you get 50-60 pip move, my God, will you be happy? Okay, but you'd have done it from HA BB bands. And again, this is where you look first now, Stephanie, Rocky, Hans. Look here first. You get a signal, then have a quick look over here and say, well, hang on, this is a number one now. See, UCAD, it's a number one. GCAD's a number one. Okay, we've got that signal there. If not, that one. Yeah, it's inside, it's not on the BB bands, but it's a second move. That's the only time I would suggest you take that kind of signal, when it's a second move. Okay, GU, signal down, momentum in. Again, look, second move, guys. Alright, just come on, speed up a bit. I don't want to flick through, guys. I don't want to fast forward because I just probably missed the move, but it's taking its time, isn't it? Yeah, you can see it here now, it's pushing up. Look at all these yellows here on GU now. They're like a warning. Yeah, that reaction here, guys, of the BB band, look. But for me now, this is just 8-hour BB band. I'd still be looking up here. I know you might think, oh yeah, but there's nothing it's just that you're outside on so many, and that BB band is massive. That to me now, at least for now, has done its job. It's paced it, so the chances are for me this is going to go up. Okay, I wouldn't be taking that trade down. It's too risky. G-cab. I'm going to pause it there. 5 minute yellow. Look what happened every other time with the 5 minute yellows here. And 5 minute signals, basically, greens and whites as well. 5 minute yellow. Yellow there. Green momentum. I'd be in that up. Okay, look. Off the 1 hour BB band. Not far off the 4 hour BB band. You know, you need the momentum, that's the thing. You can't just say, oh, 5 minute yellow, take it. You need the momentum, and we've not got it yet. Come on. That's wicking. 5 minute yellow's not disappeared as well, guys. It's still there, so this is probably going to go up in a minute. Yeah, it is. Momentum you need. We've not had it. It's been, you know, red here, fresh candle. New candle started. I'm not even sure if the momentum boxes are working. I'm not seeing a flash at all. It might have been one of them days, guys, when the momentum boxes are not working. Anyway. Right, signal. 5 minute yellow. Now watch the GU, guys. This BB band slipped down here. Watch the GU off here. That, of course, you know, the green momentum, if you were in this trade down here, would have been your exits, but you'd be looking for another entry here, you know, because it's now back in number 1 territory. Yeah, there you go, you can't, you see. It waited for the new candle to form, you know, when that started, that's when it started going up. With the, you know, obviously it must have got momentum, even though the momentum boxes look as though they're not working. Okay, UCAD there, big green momentum there. All these signals here, guys, look at this. Come on, come on. I don't want this video to be too long. And getting extra signals on the GU as well to go with that number 1. There's your signal on the UCAD. Have you waited for the signal? Yeah, just turned up. If you waited for that signal, you might have been in from here. Now, there's a lot of information, guys, saying it's going up. So, another signal here on the 5 minutes. Look at the GU now, guys. Look at it. Look at it, guys. Just look. You know? And whether you waited for the signal or you just used momentum. You know, but the point of this particular recording, guys, I just want to show you that if you're in one of these trades and this happens, how, you know, how you're going to love it, because, you know, this move in a minute just shoots up. I'm not sure why. It might have been interest rate decision at 10 o'clock. Let's see if I can get a bit nearer. I'll have to wait a couple of minutes for then. 59. Right, we've got a minute to wait. Okay, another yellow here. as well. Again, look, signal here with the yellow, but look again, look at that GU, guys. You know, if you took it there, you got out here because the signal of momentum flipped on you, it goes back to the BB band, you got in again. You might have got out with that signal there, but wait for the momentum. And there, look, you know, sooner or later you're going to be in a trade from here, right, that does that. You know, look at the GU there. You're going to be in one of these, and that's, I think it probably was interest rate decision or something. It's like a 50 pip move, 60 pip move. And that's basically all I wanted to show you on that. But Stephanie, TK, strugglers, Hans, Rocky, Bond, anyone who's still, you know, struggling, then just try this because I think this is as basic as it gets, guys. You're just using BB bands, 5-minute BB bands, HA BB bands for your entries with momentum. Okay, you're not having to worry about this. You just, you know, you see the setup on, let's say it was here on the HA BB band GU. You look on the 5-minute, you had that 5-minute green, right? Then you just have a quick look across and say, oh yeah, that 4-hour signal was there, so it's a number one. Okay, I can take this, you know, with momentum. All right. Yeah, I think, you know, that is it, Steph. So just try this, Stephanie. Right, have a 10 pip stop loss. You know, if you're going to do all the pairs bar the GCAN, you need a bit bigger on the GCAN. Just let me show you something as well. This was from the first recording I've shown you. Right, you might want to do a trade log. Okay, just do a trade log. So you logged the first 4 trades that you took there. Okay, the GU was down. You remember, golden ticket number 1 down. You got in with a HA yellow and momentum, obviously. HA BB bands with momentum, right? Always enter trades off the HA BB bands with momentum. Okay, exits are probably similar as well. Okay, you made 13 pips. You had a 10 pip stop loss, and it only went 2 against you. There, see, right? Then you took the GU up, golden ticket number 2, a trend trade, right? It was a HA BB band with momentum. There was no arrow, but you had momentum with a HA BB band. Okay, you made 22 pips on that. You had a stop loss of 10. Let's say it went 4 pips against you, right? So you're logging this now, so eventually you will be able to you know, cut down your stop loss. You might be able to go to 7 pips, you know, instead of having 10, which cuts your risk even more. Okay, the third trade was down. It was golden ticket number 1. It was a HA pink, right? It went 18. You took 18 pips. It was a 20 odd pipper, but you took 18 pips again. It went only 3 against you. Okay, and then the last trade, there was the GU up, golden ticket number 2, 5-minute yellow with a HA pink. You took 13 pips, right? It only went 1 pip against you. So, you know, you just want to do something like that. So eventually, when you've logged your entire week's trades, you can look back and say, well, hang on a minute, it's never gone anything more than 4 pips against me. Why am I using a 10 pip stop loss? Okay, another thing you could do is, you know, if you're only going to take 10 pips, say against the trend, which are the GT golden ticket number 1s, right? Take 10 pips, but log how many pips it actually went. So it might have gone 18 pips, but you only took 10 pips. It might have gone 13 pips, but you only took 10 pips. You understand? So you're giving yourself as much information as you can on sorting out, you know, your risk management, your profit, what kind of profit you're looking at. But again, Stephanie, anybody really, Rocky, Fred, you know, TK, Hans, just make it as simple as possible. Look for the HA signals on the HA BB bands. If there's no signal on the HA BB band, but there is a signal on the 5-minute, that's okay. Okay, if there's no signal but you're outside, like I've shown you there on a couple of recording, there's no signal, but you were outside and you got momentum, that's okay. Okay, it's all about momentum, and if you do this, I think that if you did this for a week on demo, I think I don't think you'll lose. I don't think you'll lose many. Okay, I don't think you'll lose many at all. All right, because the best place for entries is the HA chart. Okay, I quite often I would have seen this signal and taken that signal here. You see, yeah. But let's say you come in the room and that signal's already done. Okay, that you come in the room and this is already done here. All right, or this is already done here, but you still fancy it down because you're nowhere near the 1 hour orange line. Well, you're then looking here for another entry on the 5 minute orange line. But that's where it will eventually go from, the HA BB band, because that's where you want price to go back to, and then you'll say, right, okay, I'm ready, this is going to go down, woomph, and that's what it did there. Okay, so and that's how I kind of do it. You know, if I've missed the original move, I'll look on the HA charts for the second or third or fourth move. Okay, as long as it's on the BB band, guys. All right, Steph, I hope this helps. Hans, I hope this helps. Rocky, you've done brilliant of late, mate. So don't let, you know, a couple of bad days get to you too much. You just got to go back to what you were doing before. If you can't suss direction, just, you know, look at ask me, or, you know, look at doing this off the HABB bands. Okay, because that is as mechanical as I can get it, guys, because as I said before, signals turn up late sometimes they don't turn up at all, so effectively, you know, I've got to use the HABB bands as a signal in themselves. Okay, but again, it does come down to, you know, reading the LTs a little bit. You don't need to know too much. You can just look over and say, right, well, this is a number one. Right, I'm outside here, I'm outside here, I'm outside here. This is going to go down, and you know, so just try that for a week, and Stephanie, don't hesitate with your trades. If you see momentum, don't wait for the candle to start forming. If you get momentum, just enter, darling. Just do it. Do not hesitate. Okay? It is a killer, that it completely buggers you up, because, you know, sometimes it goes and then it spikes back, and you're already eating into your stop loss if you've got in late. Okay? Alright, guys, so I think that will have to do. I hope this, you know, will help. Seriously, I do. Okay, guys, rough as hell, so I'll see you in the room on Monday.